Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Angie Thierry, certified personal trainer and certified nutritionist. So this video is geared towards the ladies tonight. This is one of those subjects that um, is kind of hard to talk about, and sometimes we don't openly talk about all of the things that we have going on as ladies. So I wanted to share about my personal experiences that I've had throughout the years. Um, when I was 12 was when I got my first period. And I can tell you that I was never regular with my period. And so, at like age 13, I mean, my period was so regular that I would get it like every other week, sometimes every, not for months. And then it was super heavy to the point where I would bring an extra change of clothes. My mom actually had to leave work a couple times to bring me clothes because I would bleed right through. So it was really, really embarrassing. I would always bring an extra sweatshirt to tie around my waist. And when you're in sixth grade, that's super embarrassing. Um, and then I was an overweight kid, so that didn't help with my self-esteem. So, anyways, my point about that is then I also, as my weight kept gaining weight, I started getting acne like everywhere. I mean, just my face was broke out, and I just was like, I can't win. I have acne. I have an irregular period. I felt gross and bloated half the time, and I didn't understand health and nutrition to the extent that I do now. Also on top of that, I had allergies like crazy. I was allergic to dogs, cats, mold, dust, ragweed, hay, grass, trees. I went in to get that little prick test on your back, so that they can test you. And like my cat one on my back came all the way around my torso, all the way to my front side because I was that allergic to cats. I lived on Claritin. I took a Claritin pretty much every single day just to make sure that I didn't have an allergic reaction, because when I did, then I had to just go to bed and sleep it off. And I was just miserable. I mean, to the point where I would avoid people's houses if they had animals because I couldn't even breathe. It was like my throat would close up, my skin would get itchy, and my nose would run, and my eyes would felt like I just wanted to scratch them out. So we even contemplated getting the allergy shots, and the commitment to that. I mean, I'm the fourth of five, and so for my mom to drive me to the cities on a regular basis and then sit with me while I got those shots, it just wasn't feasible for our schedule. So it was something that I just kept taking the Claritin, and things worked out great because you don't have guarantees with the shots that they're going to work. Um, and I also had asthma. So when I would have an allergic reaction, I'd get really wheezy, and you could hear me just in my chest, like I just couldn't breathe. And if you have asthma, I mean, like, my pain. I totally, especially when I was running or anything like that, or trying to do any activity, like I just felt like there was like something heavy sitting on my chest, like a big elephant. So then, as things progressed on and I kept gaining weight and not taking care of my health, I actually got into a car accident. And not a lot of people know this actually, but so my blood sugar levels had dropped, and I ended up in a car accident in the ditch. I hit like a sign. It went through my windshield. My parents were on vacation. The first thing that I did was call my boyfriend, and he came and picked me up, and then I had my car towed home. And I don't know if I told my parents or someone else in my family did, but my parents came home immediately because they were super worried about me. So my mom took me to the doctor and I found out that I was pre-diabetic. So on top of having, allergies, asthma, acne, an irregular period, um, and I was pre-diabetic, which is like, holy crap, scary. And so those were all things that, when I lost my weight, started to go away. I haven't taken a Claritin um, in years. And sometimes I get, sniffles or whatever like that, but not like I did when I was a kid. I can go to people's houses freely, not have to worry about a cat or a dog or anything like that. I haven't used an inhaler since probably before Jovi was born. And that was when my turning point was for losing the weight. You can see my skin. I don't. This is no makeup, so I don't have acne like I did. And part of that is growing up and everything. But I think my biggest thing is that I wanted to share with you is not only that my weight loss has greatly impacted my health, but my food choices. So if you get the chance, Dr. Mark Hyman is actually one of my favorite doctors to follow. But he and myself, I really preach the fact that food is medicine. It tells your body how to feel and how to function, and it has healing powers too as well. So if you eat crap, you feel like crap, and you're putting poison into your body. If you're not sure what you're putting into your body, you might be doing more damage than good, even if the food tastes delicious. So I like to focus on, don't get me wrong, I like to have my treats, and celebrate and, have cake, ice cream, whatever it is every now and again. Um, but I try to focus on whole foods because I know that they make me feel good, not and clears up my skin. If I have too much sugar or anything like that, my skin breaks out in pimples, because the sugar feeds inflammation, and that helps. That's how the form that it comes out in me. But yeah, I can tell every month that um, I I'm ovulating regularly. And the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys too as well, because I hear this is a common thing with clients, female clients, is polycystic ovarian syndrome is very common. So I actually, before we even conceived my son was born April 30th of 2009. So he's coming up on 10 years old, which is unreal. So I actually had 3 doctors tell me that because my period was irregular, because I had acne, because I have thick, coarse hair, and I was overweight, that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome. And now I believe they never did a blood test on me, but I know that they've done it on other people, and it could be a hormonal imbalance. But I had 3 doctors tell me that I'd probably have a hard time conceiving, and that I would have to go on metformin in order to possibly get pregnant. And because I had been on birth control since I was 13, to regulate my period, that I would have that it could possibly take me quite a while to get pregnant and maybe need some intervention too as well. And so this is just my story, but I got pregnant basically by looking at my husband both times. I feel like we never had issues conceiving either of our children. So I hope that this video actually gives you hope to realize that there's a life outside of what you're being shackled by with your health. If it comes down to, that high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, or if you have asthma or allergies, like food and health and fitness is so important to help um, with those things, that there is natural ways to heal those things outside of having to rely on those things. Now, I'm not saying, that I'm like this doctor that can cure everything, but I'm just sharing what my story is, that um, that maybe thinking about approaching things differently and looking at what the cause is versus treating the symptoms. And that's something that Dr. Hyman says too as well, that I very much appreciate of him. So again, it's looking at treating the instead of treating the causes, we look at the symptoms and why why you have those certain things. So again, I hope that this video helps you, and if it did, I'd love for you to comment below. If you know that it's somebody that would help, share this with them, and have them schedule a free call with me. It's totally free to you. We just go over your goals and talk about you and what you'd love to be able to accomplish and where you want to go. And if there's anything that I can do to help you, because that's what I'm here for. My goal, and I believe my God-given gift, is to be able to serve people. So I'm actually, honestly, I was an interior designer by trade. So I think that sometimes we take our own little paths and God leads us where we're supposed to be. And I know that being in a place of service and helping people through my experiences and my story really is where I'm supposed to be at and what I love doing. So if I can be of any help to you, please reach out, comment below, or send me a message. I'm Angie Thierry on Instagram, Angie Thierry on Facebook. You can find me at angiethierry.com and subscribe to my mailer. I also have a free ebook and some other free stuff on there that you can download. And also schedule that call. It's worth it, I promise. And I'm not scary. I won't bite, I promise. It's just to talk about your goals. So again, I hope this video helped. Thanks for listening. Thank you for your support. And as always, subscribe, and I'll keep them coming. Let me know what I can do to help. Thank you.